morning, Eagles. This is Maya Armour.
And Sam Neal.
Signing off for your SCP-TV news. Today is Monday, February 22nd, 2016. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Southland Creed. The Southland family thinks the strong should take care of the weak. The students of today are the leaders of tomorrow. We are a family-oriented school. Everything worth doing is worth doing right. Our responsibilities never end. Our education does not end in the classroom. The only way to lose is to quit trying. Learning is the key to ultimate success. We are all here to make a difference. The journey, not the arrival, is what matters most. Success is not measured by wealth, but by happiness. And we act. We get 100% every day. We act in a way that leaves a lasting impression. We act in a way that earns the trust of others. We are ready and willing to work hard. We each need to perform to the best of our abilities. We always leave a place better than we found it. We are role models for other students. When we all pull together, we can move mountains. We give back to our community. We are Southland College Prep. You may be seated.
Good morning, Southland. This is Sam Neal with a few words of wisdom. The quote for the week's theme, kindness. Looking for the good in others is little kindnesses broaden your heart. Zadik. Doesn't it feel great when someone takes the time to compliment you, to tell you that you're doing a good job, or that you look really great with your new haircut? One nice compliment can make your entire day. Think about that. Just a few kind words can make a person feel better all day long. The authors of Life's Little Instruction Book recommend that we compliment 3 people every day. So the question for today is, have you noticed what a great job your teacher is doing? How hard a classmate is working? How much your coach cares about your performance? Next time you do, pass along a compliment. In fact, pass along 3 compliments. You might help 3 people feel better all day long.
Today's word of the day is maturation, noun, which means coming into full development or becoming mature. For example, the processes which take place in the grape during its growth and maturation are of considerable interest.
But I personally feel that my personal problem is never solved as long as the problem is not solved for all of our people in this country.
Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We are free at last!
Swear. I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear
that I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
A form of music emerged among African Americans that were deemed acceptable and even encouraged by slave owners, the African American spiritual. African American spirituals were allowed relative freedom as a form of musical expression. These spirituals, which superficially praised a Christian God, developed meaningful undertones that served to secretly communicate subversive messages of support, unity, and revolt, and even directions to the Underground Railroad. The central theme in African American spirituality was that of striving towards freedom, escaping from slavery. African Americans focused upon the concept of freedom, distilled it into music, and created the spiritual to protest the injustice of their lot. The blues flowed out of the bitter hardship following the Civil War and the disheartening realization that although slaves were granted emancipation, African American equality was by no means guaranteed. Blues vocals vented African American frustration and disillusionment.
With something to think about, this is Maya Armour.
And Sam Neal.
Make it a great day.
Or not.
The choice is yours.
All right, I'm ready.
I would kill myself, dude.
3, 2, 1.
Today's word of the day is latent, which means existing but not yet developed, or obvious and hidden or concealed. For example, many a children's latent talent never blossoms because of lack of opportunities. I have a dream speech, 1963.
Yeah, that's not.
Well, he didn't say anything, so I
Well,
just
maybe you
started.
want to get time for him to cut it off.
What you
and
mean
then
give
cut
it
back.
time? If you gave it more time, it would have kept going on the damn speech.
You know, I'm not going to argue with you today.
You don't have to argue.
Exactly. So I'm not going to do it.
Let's continue with the announcements.
Dummy.
Damn rat.